Hello, boys and girls. I hope everybody is doing well. Thank you for coming back to listen to another story today. Today is a very special book, and it's brought to you by my little brother, Gabe. He thought it would be nice to share with you a story that we used to read when we were little kids, like about your age, maybe a little older. But the book is called The Lazy Bear, and he ordered this because he wanted to hear his big sister read this story to all of the friends so that you could enjoy it, hopefully as much as we enjoyed it when we were little. And the book is called The Lazy Bear, and it's written by Brian Wildsmith. It's a very old book, and if you could feel the book, it has a lot of different textures on it, and I think they were trying to make it look like it was a hand-painted cover. And if you notice, there's a lot of beautiful colors, and the photos in this book are so bright and very, very lovely. So turn on your ears for The Lazy Bear by Brian Wildsmith. Once upon a time, there was a bear who was so kind and thoughtful that all of his neighbors were his friends. And look at this, look at his neighbors. Yes, these are animals. His friends, the animals are his neighbors. The bear liked to go for long walks, and one day at the top of a hill, he found a wagon. It had been left there by the woodcutter. Look at, he's going up. There he found the wagon. Looks kind of like a sled, but it has wheels on it. And look at all the beautiful scenery on the mountain. The bear had never seen a wagon before, and he walked all around it and sniffed it, and at last sat in it. To his surprise, the wagon began to move. As it rolled downhill, the bear felt rather frightened, but by the time it reached the bottom, he was enjoying the ride. He liked it so much that he pushed the wagon right back up the hill and rode down again. Time after time, he pushed the wagon up the hill and rode down at great speed. This is fun, he thought, but I don't like having to push the wagon up the hill much. Every day he rode the wagon from morning till night, but the more he enjoyed the rides, the more he hated the hard work of pushing the wagon uphill. Oh, Bear, he just doesn't realize how sometimes you just have to work hard for things. Then he had an idea. He went to look for his friend the raccoon. He told him all about the wagon and the wonderful rides and invited the raccoon to come and see for himself. The raccoon was naturally curious. Remember, curious means you like to learn new things. So he went along with the bear. On the way, they met the deer. "Come with us," said the bear, "and have a ride in my wagon." The deer was naturally curious, so he went along with the bear and the raccoon. On the way, they met the goat. "Come with us," said the bear, "and have a ride in my wagon." The goat was naturally curious, so he went along with the bear, the raccoon, and the deer. There they go. In a very short time, they were all riding down the hill at a wonderful speed. "This is lovely," said the raccoon. "This is marvelous," said the deer. "Great, just great," said the goat. At the bottom, they all got out, except the bear, who sat tight. "Hey, come and help us. Come push," cried the raccoon, the deer, and the goat. "What, me?" said the bear. "If I let you ride in my wagon, the least you can do is to push me back up the hill, don't you think?" And he looked so fierce that his friends were too frightened to argue. So they all went on riding downhill, and the raccoon, the deer, and the goat went on pushing the bear back to the top. "What shall we do?" they whispered to each other. "This is very tiring, but if we give up, the bear will get us. He's not his usual kind self at all." Then when they were pushing the bear uphill for the 100th time, the goat had an idea. "Listen," he whispered urgently. "I know what we'll do." The others bent their heads towards him and listened to his plan. The bear was enjoying the scenery and noticed nothing until they reached the top of the hill. "Then right!" shouted the goat. "Over the top with him!" And the wagon with the bear in it went hurtling down the other side. Is that safe? It is not safe to push him down in the wagon. Faster and faster sped the wagon until it crashed at the bottom. The bear was flung out head over heels and landed right side up in a shallow pond. Oh, poor guy. But worst of all, when he looked around, he saw all the other animals of the forest standing on the bank and laughing. Oh no, that is not very kind at all. That's hurtful when someone laughs at you if you get hurt. "It serves you right," they said. "It was very unkind of you to bully your friends like that." But they helped him out of the pond and helped him set the wagon upright. "Now you must push the raccoon, the deer, and the goat uphill," they said. "Then you will know how they felt having to push a great heavy animal like you." So the bear pushed his friends up the hill not once but many times, and each time he understood a little more how badly he had behaved. Poor guy. I'm not sure that his friends wanted to hurt him, but they just really wanted them to see how hard it was. At last, he said, "I am truly sorry for what I did, and I won't ever do it again." And the raccoon, the deer, and the goat invited the bear to climb into the wagon, and they all rode downhill at a glorious pace. And at the bottom, they all got out and pushed the wagon back again, all together. The end.